Oh, Mike, only if they knew what was going on behind the scenes here, right?
Better that no one does.
I know, but now we're on camera. We're talking. A lot has happened this week. Let's start with, first of all, let's start with the primary.
Yeah.
Let's start that.
Not a lot of surprises. A couple of things for, in deep in the weeds, but for the most part, Martha McSally, Senator McSally, big winner in her primary. A little question from Daniel McCarthy about the votes, but a big win. She's challenging Mark Kelly to 7 debates. Mark Kelly responded by saying he's definitely going to debate her. The people need to hear debates. Whether or not it's going to be 7, we don't know. But that race is in full swing. How about the sheriff's race?
Let's talk about that. I got to ask you, do you think Sheriff Joe should be back?
I don't know. Well, no, I don't think he should be back. And for full disclosure, I love Joe on a personal level. I was the master of ceremonies at his retirement party. I love Joe Arpaio, but he's 88 years old. And as a party, I'm a registered Republican. We are known as old and white. And he was the sheriff before. He lost to Penzone. Isn't it time for a new generation, possibly? And if you elect an 88-year-old, how many terms is he going to be in there? Yeah. But the fact that he has such good name ID, that he's within a couple of hundred votes of Jerry Sheridan and beat everybody else, just shows you what a powerful name Arpaio has still in Arizona.
Right, but I honestly think that, my personal opinion, like, again, I love Joe. I know him very well, Sheriff Joe. But I think, like you said, retire.
Right.
Give it to the young. It's time, because I think some of the thinking that he has is not going to go over well with all the stuff we have going on in our country.
I want to remember Michael Jordan with the Bulls, not the Wizards.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's a time when we did not watch The Last Dance to see him in a Wizards uniform.
Right.
So that's what we want to remember.
But, yeah, with Sheriff Joe. So, okay. As we're starting to go forward, we're starting to see actually the political platforms start to really rev up here, especially with the president and and Biden and all our different people here. Are we going to see more of the slinging going on?
Well, I think 2 things will happen. Yes, of course, we know that much as everybody says they hate dirty politics, it works. If you can strike a nerve with someone. But in the end, there's going to be debates. And the president and the former vice president are going to debate. And the issues, there's a clear difference of opinion on how to get the country moving forward. Are they going to be more concerned about health care and the issues that Joe Biden is strong with? Or the economy and rebuilding the economy where Donald Trump was so good before? That is what it really comes down to. And down ticket the same way. Will Martha McSally's numbers grow if the president's popularity grows back again? That's all a big question. It could be the president keeps the White House and the Republicans keep the Senate. The Democrats could have a clean sweep. We just don't. I really have no idea.
Yeah. But what we like with us here, Mike, is that we want people to go and read about each candidate, because it could change your mind. And that's something that happens to us each time that we get together, is that we find out more and more on each side we like. So that's an important thing in these races.
Yeah, be an educated voter, but register and vote. And one of the nice things about the primary was it had a huge turnout. So whether it's because you're angry or happy, whatever the reasons are, people are more engaged. That's always a good thing. Get new blood and new people voting.
So mail in. Let's go there. That's been a big topic and a big thing. But now he's changed his mind. He's not changed his mind.
I'm all about convenience. If we can do it on an app but do it safely, if we can do mail-in ballots and do it safely and securely, I'm all in favor of it. I just keep thinking, you can't get a summons in the mail. You know what I mean? They have to serve you, and there's a reason why that's the law.
Right.
If you can guarantee me that people's votes are protected, I'm all in favor of it. The president reversed his policy. He's encouraging the mail-in votes in Florida. So I think we're going in that direction. We just need to find a way to secure it.
Yeah, very important. All right, let's switch to sports, which you can hopefully answer this question for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I love our Coyotes. I used to play ice hockey. I'm from Michigan. How are we already in the Stanley Cup playoffs already? Like, this is weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but you know what I love about it is the Coyotes are very, very competitive, and they're so much fun to watch, this young team. It's just unfortunate because if you've ever been to a playoff game for the Coyotes, when they made them back in the day, the whiteout, it was such a fan thing to see with everybody in white. That's missing from this. I love watching the games like you. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But it's so weird, especially to watch hockey without those fans.
Right, and seeing it go into the Stanley Cup, so it's just interesting and everything.
Yeah.
So I want to do another switch up here, and that is about the safety of our country and of what we store in places because of what happened in Lebanon, where they had 2 years of fertilizer sitting there in an unsecured place, and we have that around our country now. Do you think we need to start really paying attention?
I think that if we're not paying attention to it, I think the last thing I saw was the ammonium nitrate safety precaution guidelines from the federal government were last written in like 1977.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time for an update. But to see that explosion was, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was real scary to see that. And it was over something that literally we use in our gardens and everything.
Yeah.
So it's just about being safe. So,
Yeah.
Mike, what's going on the radio?
You know, we this week we've been talking about Mountainside Fitness and what happened over there. So this week we're continuing the primaries. I'm on in the mornings 8 to noon at 92.3 KTAR. Just come check me out.
So, and next week, let's talk about Mountainside Fitness once they get open and see what's going on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot's going on.
Compelling story.
It is. So it's very good. Always a pleasure to stop by and see you.
Appreciate you having me in every time.
All right.